Point quadrangle. The growing scandal, though, is much more than something salacious. This is about the top echelon of America's military and America's spy agency, the two most powerful military and spy agencies in the world. Senator Bob Casey is a senior Democratic member of the Foreign Relations Committee, and he's out front tonight. Senator Casey, good to see you.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bizarre seems a fair word to me to use to describe this. What is your understanding as to I mean, if this is going to continue to spread, or what have you been told?
Well, Aaron, we don't know the extent of it yet, but I'd say in both instances you have remarkably effective leaders, Director Petraeus and General Allen. The important thing, though, for people to realize tonight is that even as this plays out, and I'm sure there'll be more events that we'll hear about it, or more facts that will be developed in the next couple of days. In both instances, both the CIA itself and our command in Afghanistan, I think both are going to be in good shape. We're going to have a good leadership at the CIA to get the intelligence we need to ensure our national security, and we'll have with General Dunford, when he is confirmed, a strong leader in Afghanistan. So I think in both instances, our security is going to be in good shape, but obviously there's still a lot of questions to be answered here.
I mean, when did you find out about this investigation? I mean, are you angry, shocked? I don't know what the word would be. Please tell me that they were looking into whether our CIA director's email had been hacked 6 months ago, and neither you, anyone in Congress, or the President of the United States was told until after the election.
Well, some of those questions, I think, Aaron, will be answered when there's a review of the process here. Obviously, in the Senate, at least, members of the Intelligence Committee have access to and are briefed on matters that sometimes the whole Senate, I'm a member of the Foreign Relations Committee, may not be briefed on. We'll see what happens when that plays out. The important thing now, though, is to make sure that in either instance, we don't allow these. They're important issues, and there are a lot of questions, but we don't allow these to be such a distraction that in any way it undermines our national security. I think we can be assured, if we stay focused, that won't happen, because we have good leadership.
All right, let me ask you about that, though. General Allen could be headed back to Afghanistan. You heard our Barbara Starr reporting that could be possible. Obviously, we're in the midst of trying to withdraw from that country. The Taliban has been resurgent. There have been acts of Afghan against NATO and U.S. forces violence. Should he be going back while this investigation is underway? Does that take our troops' eye off the ball?
Well, that's his job. He's a soldier, and as someone who spent some time with him in 2011, when he gave us a very good briefing on the situation as it was in August of 2011, he's someone who's very capable, and I think someone who takes very seriously the obligation he has to finish the job. What's going to happen now, though, is that his replacement will go through the hearing process here in the Senate. I think that will proceed pretty expeditiously, and we can have a new commander in place, and I think that's the most important thing right now.
Senator, I want to turn to Benghazi, an issue that obviously is very central to the entire Petraeus scandal. I want to get to that, but I know you were just briefed on the investigation to Benghazi today. I want to get your sense of it, but I want to tell you what John McCain said right before his meeting today. Here it is.
My focus is on 4 dead Americans, all of them brave, unnecessarily, and what is clearly of all the earmarks of a cover-up.
You were briefed today. Was there a cover-up?
Well, Aaron, there's still an awful lot of questions to be answered. Of course, there's an investigation being undertaken now by Admiral Mullen, the former head of our Joint Chiefs of Staff, as well, and when that process plays out, we're going to have a lot more answers to questions about what happened. The key thing right now, though, I think Senator McCain would agree with this, that we need to make sure we do everything possible to bring to justice those who committed these acts that led to the deaths of 4 Americans. That's the most important thing right now, in addition to making sure that every embassy, every consulate, every installation where we have our diplomats who are very brave Americans on the ground doing important work, that we do everything we can to secure them. But I think that we're going to have more answers when we go through the process of the investigation.
All right, Senator Casey, thank you.